welcome back to stage contestant number 161, Hansen.
My name is John Hansen. I'm a three-time Natural Mr. Universe winner, and I was the first Natural Mr. Olympia winner. I have been in bodybuilding my whole life. I started training when I was 14 years old before I even went to high school. My goal from the very beginning was to win Mr. Universe and be featured in the magazines. I started competing at 16 years old. I competed in 10 teenage competitions. Then in my 20s, I won Mr. Illinois, Mr. Midwest, and then I finally went over to the natural bodybuilding competitions. I won the Natural Mr. Universe for the first time at 29 years old. I won it for the second time at 33 years old. And then they created the first Natural Mr. Olympia contest, and I won that contest, the very first one, when I was 35 years old. I've continued to compete all the way up until my 60s, and I just recently won my pro card by winning the overall at the MPC Masters Nationals in the over 60 division. I coach other bodybuilders and fitness athletes who want to compete. I also coach men and women who are over the age of 50 who want to get into the best shape of their life. I believe in using compound movements for building muscle mass. Compound movements are exercises that involve 2 or 3 or more muscle groups in order to perform the movement. These movements are the best because you can use more weight and you're going to stimulate more muscle tissue growth. So the compound movements I use for legs would be squats, leg press, stiff-legged deadlifts, hack squats. Then when we get to the chest, I would use bench press, incline press, dips, pullovers. For back, I would do wide grip chin-ups, barbell rows, dumbbell rows, deadlifts. For the shoulders, I would do overhead presses with either dumbbells or a barbell, upright rows, shrugs. For arms, I love using dips and close grip bench presses for the triceps, barbell curls and preacher curls for the biceps. Rest is really important when it comes to building the physique. A lot of people make the mistake of training 6 days in a row because they think they're going to rush through their progress. But you really have to get the rest in order for the muscles to grow. When I was training to get my biggest, I was training only 4 days a week and resting 3 days a week. I was training each muscle group twice a week, and I was doing a split routine where I did all the pushing muscles on Mondays and Thursdays, and then legs and back and biceps on Tuesdays and Fridays. It was a lot of work, but this is what allowed me to get to my biggest. I was using all the compound movements for heavy weights, like 6 to 8 reps, and I was resting 3 days of the week. And then when you get older, you need more recuperation too, because the body doesn't recuperate as fast as it did when you were younger. So the tendons and the joints need more rest. So I think the ideal training routine for older men and women is to train about 4 days a week as well. It's a mistake to do too much cardiovascular exercise. It's not going to build muscle tissue, but it does help to burn off body fat. But doing it every day or doing too much cardio will tend to overtrain your body, and it will actually prevent you from growing muscle tissue. When you do the weight training and you tear down muscle tissue, you have to give your body enough time to recuperate. Doing cardio all the time is an exercise that will take up more energy and will burn up a lot of calories that you could be using to recuperate. I usually do around 3, maybe 4 days a week of cardio in the off season. I'll only use around 30 minutes of cardio in each session. The time that you do the cardio is very important, so I'll usually do the cardio first thing in the morning before I eat any food. This way I'm making sure that I'm burning stored body fat for energy. If I don't do it in the morning, sometimes I'll do it after my workout, after I've already burned off all my carbohydrates from my weight training. You never want to do cardio before you weight train, because it's just going to burn energy that you could be using to lift weights. Walking is definitely considered cardio. You just have to walk at a fast enough pace in order to get your heart rate going and keep it at that pace for the whole time that you're doing cardio. You don't want the cardio to be too intense, because once the cardio becomes too intense, it becomes an anaerobic exercise instead of an aerobic exercise. An aerobic exercise will use oxygen and will burn fat for energy. When it becomes too intense, then you're using sugar for energy. And this is, again, calories that you could be using to build muscle tissue. So you never want to train too hard when doing the cardio. If you want to take the same supplements I'm on, here is my stack. I take vintage Brawn protein because it's a great protein source. I'll usually have at least one protein drink a day. And then after my workout, I'll take another serving of vintage Brawn to provide the amino acids I need to rebuild the muscle tissue. Vintage Build is a great recovery drink because it has both branched chain amino acids and creatine. I'll take the Vintage Build with my pre-workout drink as well as my post-workout drink. Vintage Burst is an excellent supplement to promote nitric oxide, which helps you get a better pump. So I'll always take Vintage Burst before I work out. And then Vintage Blast is a great pre-workout supplement that gives me enough caffeine to help me get through the workout.